What is up, everyone? Welcome back here to another Call of Dragons video. In today's video, we are going to rank up, make a tier list for the cavalry artifacts. In the future videos, we are going to make a tier guide as well for the magic artifacts, marksmen, and infantry as well. So be sure to tune in here with us, follow the channel, subscribe now, and turn your notifications on as well. And also don't forget to like this video and support us as we are still growing within this community. I definitely appreciate your support here as we are trying to do our best in here to create guides and help you guys to succeed within Call of Dragons. Now, we may have differences of opinion as we build the tier list in here, so please do interact with me within the comment section. If you disagree, don't just say I disagree. Please give me explanations so I can learn from you as you learn from me as well. So today we're going to look at all the cavalry artifacts. So starting from like spring blades, and we can go look into the artifacts, other artifacts in here like the Kingslayer, Sorlens blade. We have some of the other ones in here that I have not unlocked yet either. Like for example, with the Wolf Woman Hailer, that's also one of the artifacts in here. We also have Spring Bird Feather. This is also a very helpful artifact. And we also have the Storm Arrows in here, which is a cavalry artifact in here. And keep in mind that we are doing only legendary. We're not working towards to the epic tier list in here. But if you're looking into epic tier list, there are definitely some great epics as well that you should build as a foundation to start with. So like the Cloak of Stealth is a really good one to use as well. You know, there's a great for hunting. And then you can also use like Homecoming Blossom for extra marching speed as well. There are a few things in here like the Amulet of Glory, but this is more for peacekeeping, although you get some cavalry HP in here. Blade of Reproach, also good, gives you cavalry attack for peacekeeping and peacekeeping damage as well. And then we also have the Centaur Bow, which is going to give you cavalry defense. And this is probably one of the best ones for the epic. So, but we're going to rank only the legendaries here today. So I got my tier maker in here. I'll put a link also in the description if you guys want to use it. I have put all the artifacts in here. We are going to rank from the lowest to high. So first thing that we're going to do is we're going to put this Wolf Woman Hailer on B rank. Now, I want to mention something within that artifact. That is actually a decent artifact, but the skills doesn't provide really a lot of usage within the game. Not many players use the Wolf Woman Hailer. Although what I can see the use benefit of this, if you are rallying as a whale and you are going to be using this Wolf Woman Hailer, you don't need to skill it up. You just need to increase the level and star, and you're going to get a lot of HP, which is a good stat to increase and boost within the game for whenever you're going to be launching rallies towards to the enemy on towards to the pass, or maybe city rallies. Now, the next thing, we are going to put the Sorlens blade. We're going to put Sorlens blade. Where is the Sorlens blade? It's right here. This is the Sorlens blade. We're going to put it as an A. Now, Sorlens blade is really nice. I like this. You know, I use it a lot. So the Sorlens blade is really cool. This is the Kingslayer, but take a look into the Sorlens blade. This one, it has cavalry attack, though it has the ability to increase the marching speed in here, which is something that is really good as well. But, you know, with that being said, it's not providing 2 attack buff. So, therefore, we're just ranking it up to A tier. Now, it has a decent and good skill in here as well, which is pretty high. And you get some haste. So, this allows you to move from point A to point B. For me, this is not an S tier. So this is just more of a tier that I use, although I love using it, but it's not an S tier. Now let's move into this one, the mobility. I'm also going to add this one over into the B rank in here. So let's take a look into this one. This Spring Bird Feather, it gives you some marching speed in here, all right? Grants your legion and 10 surrounding friendly legion haste for 10 seconds. It is great, but it is not something so practical that many players will be using in the battlefield. It's good for hunting, but it's not going to be for the big clashes. All right. Now, I'm going to rank the Fang of Ashkari as well as a cavalry because I've used this before. This is also not a bad artifact to use for your cavs. The Fang of Ashkari is an all-rounder for PvP and tank. You can charge in your cavalry and deal a lot of damage towards to the enemy. Some trick that you can do is, you know, get into battle. If somebody is trying to break your flag, you can basically come in and out of a base and just activate the Fang of Ashkari, and it will deal a lot of damage towards the surrounding units. So that is something that you can do within the game. It gives you Legion defense pretty high as well. This is something that I would recommend for everyone. So it is not an S tier, but I would say it's an A tier. Now the rally banner. Some people might really like the rally banner, but I'm going to put this as a C tier because you would rather invest into other artifacts than over this one, because this is only subjective towards rally. So I want to direct you to focus on more of a better investment within the game. Now the storm arrow, I'm going to put the storm arrow into the B rank in here. The reason why is that, it does give you Cavs attack and Legion attack, but its main purpose is just to blink. So it gets you from point A to point B. You can either intercept somebody in here. It can also provide a pivotal role, but it is not something that many players will be using in the battlefield. Only select situations that you're going to be using the storm arrow. Although it's a good artifact, but it's a situational based artifact. Now the Visage of Sanctus, I'm going to put this into A rank in here. This is going to be for your flying unit, so maybe for your flying Cavs. Not necessarily that I will use this, but it can be used by other players. I put this in A rank because it gives you some defense and attack bonus, and it allows you to be a bit more tanky and get that shield. I haven't personally used this yet, but this is something that you guys can consider. Maybe this artifact can actually be a B, or maybe I would say A. Maybe let's just put in the A, all right? Now, let's also put the Breath of Forest. I'm going to put this into the C rank in here. The reason why I'm doing this is because these are like situational roles. When we look into the Breath of Forest, this is for garrison and support. You can garrison with your Cavs as well. At the very moment, I think Cavs are probably the best ones to use to garrison. This is not the best artifact that you can really use or invest in. I think it's a kind of a waste at the end of the day. But it has some ability in here, right? It's going to give you some buff in here. So as you can see, when it's garrison, you randomly get the buff. It's random. It's not even like, oh, you're just going to get this. You either get Ode, which is heals every 2 seconds, or you get him, which is granting HP buff, or Aria, which is removes debuff for every 2 seconds. So it's not really that great in my opinion. We're getting to the juicy part in here. We're going to go for the S rank. So I'm going to put a Kingslayer in here onto the S rank. One of the biggest reasons why Kingslayer is an S rank, because this is something that T4 can definitely use to wreck T5. I was speaking to Danny, which is our leader, and he gave me this idea, which kind of, supported. I was actually going to rank it as A, but he gave me this argument, which is really good. This Kingslayer gives you Cavalry attack and Legion attack, which is really good. But the key factor in here is that whenever the target, right, is fewer than 10%. So if this is T5 and they're fewer than 10%, T5 10% units is stronger still than T4. So you can immediately just swipe them and kill them, which is a huge impact within the battlefield. So this is one of the reasons why we're ranking the Kingslayer into the S rank. So now my brand new favorite will be the Spring Blades. This is going to be into the S rank as well. And one of the biggest impact on this one is because the Spring Blade is pretty good. You look into the skills in here. It has a passive buff in here. When your Legion gains Passion, they also gain Keen, increasing the attack for 15 seconds for 5 seconds. And this is a really good combination for Emrys, because Emrys does gain Passion with his skill. So that is a good synergy. Imagine if you use this for battlefield, just open field, and then also when you're using this for rally, you're getting a lot of, attack damage in here, because you can see Cavalry unit attack increase, Legion attack increase. So that's very important to note, right? You can use this better in rallies as well, and also in garrisoning. So this is an all-around artifact that I can tell you. And remember, this passive skill will also be effective whenever you are in a rally or in a defense mode or garrisoning. And what's great about this is the skill activation of this. You throw a blade, deals damage up to 3 legions, all right, in the designated circle for 5 seconds. And then when it retracts, you're also going to be dealing additional damage towards them. Or you can see here, when returning, deals damage up to 3 legion in its path. So dude, it is just absolutely insane. This is definitely an S tier artifact here within Call of Dragons. So I'm hoping that I can increase this level even further in here, because you can see, at maximum in here, attack bonus at 30%. That's just insane. Whenever you gain Passion, dude, right? With the skill of Emrys, just really a perfect gear or a perfect artifact for Emrys in here. So this is our official tier list within the game for Cavalry. What do you guys think? Do you guys agree or disagree? What would you change in here? Please let me know, and also provide some arguments in here and kind of explain your thought process. I want to learn from you as much as you are watching our video to learn from me. All right. Anyway, my friends, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys again next time.